Why am I encumbered? Is it the 15 chain shirts I've hoarded? Is it the 16 glaives I've hoarded? Couldn't be it.
Oh, are you playing Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Willingly?
Yeah.
No, not gaming. That sounds
Why was that necessary?
What was what necessary?
I went up the stairs and then rocks fell and crushed the things behind me.
Oh, because
What's
small
this?
spoiler alert, you're gonna
Do
come
we
back
have
here and those rocks
guests?
are going to have fucked you.
Just in time.
Wife?
The place is a bit of a mess,
Why?
and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet.
Listen, if we're gonna do a
Why
wife
don't
alert every
you-
time you meet a new wife, you're gonna be doing a lot of wife alerts.
Wife alert!
Hey, Maggie.
Is there a... Let's see, hold on a second.
Is there a what?
Hold on a second.
Are you gonna make a wife alert?
Hold on a second.
Hi, Maggie.
Poor wife.
No.
Poor wife.
No.
My wife. My wife.
Wifey?
Hell though.
That's my wife.
That's my wife!
I love you, Maggie.
Oh, you're my wife now.
Right up my nose.
That one's a creepy voice that goes, "You're my wife now," which is also pretty good.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
No sign from my wife.
Yourself
God, I
saying
love
wife
her.
alert.
Hold on. No, there's no wife alert. I guess I could record myself, but...
Or better idea, we wait for
Oh,
Daisy to get
you're
back.
my wife now.
What are all these fucking things? Did you fuck my... I want you to fuck my
Santa,
wife.
did you fuck my mom?
Okay, these are just... unimportant. Anyway, wife alert.
Minago.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed
Fun
you
fact.
so much.
Minago is what's called a Lilitu, which is like a succubus, but she's a
You
devil,
missed
not a
me
demon.
terribly.
Which makes her one of like,
You again.
I think there's only like 4 devils in the entire game.
Minago, the one who...
And she's one of them.
Ah,
Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once
That's
responsible
kinda
for
hot.
a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
hey Staunton, what's the deal?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Hello.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts.
Sorry,
How
hit you in
you
the head,
begged
Maggie.
to see me again. How you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell
Where's
because
Dresden?
of me.
Dresden
No,
is
my
a...
dear.
Is,
That was
the
entirely
city
your own
fortress of the
doing.
Mendevian Crusades until it fell because Staunton wanted to get
I'll
his
beat
dick
your
wet
lying
with
lips into
some
your
sweet
filthy
devil
throat!
juice.
Ew. Don't do that.
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Quentin, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Oh, and she's gone.
Save the last one for me.
Alright. Let's get shot a bunch, I guess.
What?
Let's try this way.
I think I'm still 2.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
No match for me.
The Windowog just makes people explode, and that's what I like about her.
That's what I appreciate about you.
She hit things, and the things die. Oh, did that thing die? There's a lot of wives in this game. Like, Irabeth, also a wife.
Literally, she's married to a Nebula.
Yes.
A Nebula, a wife.
Yes. Okay. This guy.
This will hurt.
Why are they reducing my damage?
Most devils, most demons have damage reduction 5 or 10 cold iron. You need a cold iron weapon.
The light, take you.
You need either a cold iron weapon or a plus 4.
Gotcha.
Because
I'll
certain
rip you
sources of
apart.
magicalness beats certain kinds of damage reduction. Plus 3 beats cold iron, plus 4 beats silver and cold iron,
Spirits demand
and
your
plus
blood.
5 beats all reductions except epic.
Mm.
In order to beat epic reductions, you have to do epic damage,
I see.
which means you have to have a mythic level.
Gotcha.
So, there's all that.
You can't hit Windowag.
This will leave a bruise.
Have you given Wendowag a compound bow yet?
I don't know if I've found one yet.
There are tons.
A calculated risk.
I pick up everything I find, and I do not equip any of them.
Into the fray.
Wendowag will kill things much harder.
She already kills things pretty hard, but
You are today's sacrifice.
splat.
I'll just sit here.
I think Camellia is up to something. Also, Sela just went down again.
Did she die?
No, she's just down. Ah,
Superman punch.
I missed. I can't fucking hit anything. It's okay, luckily Windowag is here to clean up my messes.
You are going
Go for
down the
their
Crane
heart.
style tree,
Hmm.
and Crane style is kind of it's monk tanking.
Ah,
The trade-off is that you don't hit as hard or as much, but you get a lot more opportunities to hit.
oh, I do that.
You take like an attack opportunity.
Yeah. He tried to shoot at me and I just went, no.
As it should be.
Collect everything.
Go to your inventory really fast.
I don't think I have a...
Switch over to Wendowag. Sort by composite longbow.
Okay.
That lets her add her strength modifier to her damage.
Uh, in addition to her dexterity?
She doesn't add her dexterity.
She doesn't.
No, that's not a thing in Pathfinder.
Oh.
Well, in Pathfinder, you add your dexterity to hit with bows and such, but you don't add anything to your damage unless you have a composite weapon or a specific kind of enchantment.
Gotcha. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening, voices pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Talk
There isn't
dirty
a
to
soul
me,
that can
baby.
resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more, and boom! Every city with one of these eyes
Who's this voice
stuck
actor?
in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals
Yes,
into
she has
red
no eyes.
sludge beneath our hooves.
Menago. Voice actor. Oh, it's the person who voiced Lindsay in Kingmaker.
So you have a choice.
That's interesting.
Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruin shall be yours.
Do we care who she is? Maggie, shush. Let's...
Well,
We
quite
can find
what
out
am I doing
what she's
to it?
doing.
Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Succumb to the rage. You feel a sudden rush of wild rage, and with it comes a feeling of monstrous, unbridled destructive power. It is like the power you felt in the shield maze when you were hunting Savamalek, but now it feels more fully fledged, more conscious. Should I be evil? No, probably not.
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
I will remember these words, scum. And I will say them back to you.
Hey, what's your deal?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minago, Lilitu and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done
That's a
much
weird
worse
thing
things than
to.
spoil the promenades.
Yeah.
All the people they've killed.
Yes, yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Okay, Camellia. Okay, let's reveal the light of heaven. Echoing, the holy flame erupts from your hand, and the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels. You performed a good action.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid? I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back. And heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
Enemy approaching!
Oh, we got some allies off of that. Is this considered a CRPG? Oh, Sela, you're about to die. You should probably do something about that. Lay some hands on yourself. It's better than nothing.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. No glory without risk.
Tashani Savitur.
Let's get up in there. Do that. Shh. Light of the angels.
I'll rip you apart!
I think I died. This looks like a Dragon Age or a Baldur's Gate. Yeah, it does look that way. Yeah, it's Pathfinder.
Into the fray.
I have it set to turn-based, because damage reduction, da-da-da-da, yeah. Okay. I guess I should smite evil, right? Did it do anything? Oh, it's just a prolonged effect on her.
Amaranda gratum.
Whoa. That guy exploded.
I'll cut you wide so this is how it feels.
What? Oh. I moved out of... Okay.
This should do it.
I wish I could hit anything.
They'll beg me to stop!
I still don't know what to make of Inscription from everything I've heard about it. Fireball? You're gonna cast a fireball? Don't do that.
The light take you.
Let's try this way.
Oh, I just missed. played a lot of these because my computer can't really run them right now. I played some of Divinity Original Sin 2 and some Pillars of Eternity, but they're still a bit hard to play. How about now? That was weird. My headphones just stopped randomly. Baldur's Gate 3 is what I was trying to play for a while, and then it was a lot. Oh, Jesus. Is this one of those we're supposed to lose fights?
This will hurt.
Oh, I hit her that time at least.
No match for me. Are you wounded?
Jeez. Oh yeah.
I'm tired
Okay.
of playing around now. You want to know what
So
will
we were
happen
supposed
when
to
I'm
lose
done
that
with the
one. It's fine.
Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell and wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. Should I be good or evil or neutral? I'm neutral.
It would be a shame if you died without ever surrendering. But honestly, I'll be satisfied no matter what way you die.
I don't think I have anything like magic missile or anything. I fall asleep. I take a nap.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
Did we win?
No.
Oh, thank you for 920 experience.
We couldn't stand up to
It's a
the
very
demoness.
strange
Her
number.
spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Did I tell you about this cultist thing?
Spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now, at least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting.
I literally just became conscious again. You want me to do more things?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting. You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomade's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
The World Wound, usually I can hover over it, but there's nothing for that one. It's like a big hole into the planet.
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomade.
I think she'll explain
Created
it.
personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss. First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the ward stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault.
I don't know anything about Ash and Bone, but probably.
Secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is,
Hold on a second. Something happened with my lip sync. How about now? Okay, that's better.
To look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori. A new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
I think Harley was watching that recently, actually.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Damn, she's just gonna give me all of her supplies. Loot. Is this personal chest something that, like, I can find stuff in around the world? Like, if I dump shit in here, it'll be magically somewhere else?
No.
Okay, then I won't use it.
No, the personal chest is, it travels with you through the world, from hub to hub.
Oh.
So if you find any, like, really cool magic items that you don't have a use for but don't want to sell, you can put them in there.
Gotcha. Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? Hi, Anevia. So here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. So the rift that damn beetle left with its scythe, yeah, well, it cut the city in two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square, not that any of them tried to make sure. But if you got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. Do you want me to stay here? You what? No, your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy-like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Okay. Where do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push it back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business that needs taking care of, you better do it soon. Oh, well, there's a gamifying thing if I've ever seen one. Hello, Camellia. She says, greetings. Hey, what's the deal with your amulet? Nothing but a bauble. Yeah, I can't take it off of you. Where'd you learn to wield a rapier? I like Camellia because she doesn't talk a lot. And also, she's definitely evil. I had good teachers, although I don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? I talk to the spirits of this tormented land and they guide me in battle. I help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Is that sufficient? Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me and I must respond. Please excuse me. Ah, the spirits. I get it. She is drinking at the bar. Oh, he actually paid me. That's a surprise. Okay, Horgus, what else you got? I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. We'll see. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter? Or do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, noble of heart, but without a coin to your name? You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves. So why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? A job for someone like you, he said, racistly. Noble birth does not give you the right to behave badly. I would ask you refrain from such statements in the future. Oh really, how impudent. No one dares tell Horgus Squirm how to address the rabble. So what's the job? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have. Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar, the god of cities, knows what happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they've no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. What do you give me? 1,000 gold coins. Let's try the diplomacy. Seela's not in the party right now, so this is probably gonna fail. Yep. For that kind of money, let's see. I rolled a 13, I needed a 23. Yeah, right, for that kind of money I could hire Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. A deal is my... 1,000 is my final offer. Yeah, right, whatever. Okay, have fun. Marvelous, most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry, I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. Is he actually gonna lower his reward? Can I go in here? They'll just let me into the... Okay, I'm gonna loot the... everything. Let's check out what's in the basement. It's some guards. Don't mind me, just stealing stuff. What? Surrender thy soul. Haha, I got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove 'em, tiefling. Whoa, easy there, chief. Don't hit me. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap. Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
Is it the fact that you are chained in a cage?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras. That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty-looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put her in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy, Woljif, locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it? I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you. Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
Gotcha.
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
I'll think about it. What did that do? What is any of this doing? Foreign autumn haze. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He's pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. I am Foreign Autumn Haze at your service. Hey, you good? Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local hero attended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demons, the quarry I am hunting in this inhospitable place. Who are you? My name is Foreman Autumn Haze. I've come from Kyonin, where the elves live, because I am a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that if you don't mind. We are strangers of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. Don't worry, I'm the main character. It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who are you looking for? I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarite by the name of Kaelissa. Pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. I hope it works out for you. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. That goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. Want some help? Side quest? I thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kaelissa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare, and her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more a monster than elf at this point. Sounds hot. Knowledge world. I cannot make this. I'll roll it. Failed. With 13. Her skin is dark, her hair preternaturally white, her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to know from experience. But bright light causes her kind pain. I used an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I had stabbed her. Okay. I don't want to know about you. I gotta go.
In due time.
Hello? You have a name, so you must be important. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talents lie off the battlefield. I'm Jernal, servant of Eristil. Pleased to meet you. From around here? No, I'm just passing through Canabras. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the great Selen River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself, but I ended up staying in the city longer than I bargained for. What you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal, but there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I may not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. Where's Chili Creek? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial. And the world wound, oh, how come it lit up this time? Big hole. Is a stone's throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. If by the grace of the good gods we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. You'll find the village here on the bank of the river. Aren't you afraid? I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. It's exactly the kind of life I want, something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me like elves do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world. Or maybe even 100, why not? But I don't have time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most, even if it's dangerous. Especially if it's dangerous. I want to be my cleric. Eristil knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this robe I'm cutting for bandages? It's the second to last one. Alright, dude. See you later. Hey look, it's a Windwalk. Oh hey, see how they patched me up? Now I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like it. Anything suspicious? There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have time. If there really is a den of cultists there, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, alright, but sewing it ain't. Second one's the alchemy shop, Topaz Solutions, and they trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going on down in that place. Okay. I'd be happy to, but there's kinda nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? Tell me about Airbeth. It's like living. Without her, I wouldn't be. Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fists on the table and yell so loud that the walls shake, but that's all about order business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I've kind of always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house and into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take a vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch. But every month, somehow most of our spare money is spent on Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but it's part of why I love her so much. Wives. You know, Airbeth has that thing that matters most for a person, a purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Desna, the dreamer, brought us together. Now she's the meaning of my life, so it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. Oh. How'd you meet? I was burning around T-Man a while back doing this and that. Desnan temples sometimes gave me odd jobs, you know. Sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface it was fine, I guess. After Nidal, the freedom of the River Kingdom should have seemed like heaven. My chance to sit back and enjoy life, but I wasn't happy. There just wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone, no one cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find a reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tying a stone around my neck and jumping into the nearest river started to look pretty appealing. One day I was hired to follow some fellows with the local authorities suspected were Rasmirian spies. I was stupid, I made a rookie mistake, and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind had been fighting to finally put me out of my misery. Get someone else to kill me since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me, I thought they'd gut me on the spot, but instead they hog-tied me and dragged me off. And just like an animal going to the slaughter, my only thought was, let's get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on their altar, and I realized who it was. Kuthites. The Midnight Lord. From Nidal. They'd tracked me down after all those years, but I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't even have cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed at me, when fate rolled the dice and I hit the jackpot. Ah, you got a crit. Irabeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picture it, I'm lying on an altar with all these knife-wielding maniacs around me, and suddenly Irabeth storms in. I thought it was Iyomade herself. Fierce in her shining armor, with her gleaming sword raised, she made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then she looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for Iyomade, huh? How'd you get here? After almost becoming a human for sacrifice, I knew I never wanted to leave Irabeth's side. Desna noticed I fell for it instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Irabeth showed me what was in those papers, proof that the cultists had a nest in her home city, well, I offered to help without a second thought. She must have figured I couldn't wait to get my revenge on the cultists, but I didn't give a damn about them. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade or into the jaws of a dragon. But I took to life in Canabras like a duck to water. I used to be an outcast wherever I went, but half the crusades are the same. After all, who'd volunteer to tangle with demons on the edge of the abyss? You gotta be either a goody two-shoes with too much honor and free time, or a misfit with no life out in the normal world with normal people. People come here to run away from their debts, their past, from themselves, so I fit right in. Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found in a cabbage patch. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like blabbing about my past, but you saved my skin, so I guess I kind of owe it to you to not clown around, right? I'm from Nadal, and I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure, ruled by monsters that aren't alive nor dead, and the official religion is the cult of Zon Kuthan. I grew up in a slum like a weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but a lot of aunts and uncles, my mom's cronies. No prize for guessing the kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while other kids were picking their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us, creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. They're the guards in Nisroch. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in the secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, kept my head down. I washed floors, fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while I started liking Desna's teachings, but as soon as I was old enough I was out of there. I left Nadal and got as far away from it as I could. Quite a ragtag group you got here. You got that right. Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlifes are our only hope. Alright. What do you do here? Nothing official. I'm not even a knight, you know. I just hang around. Sure you want the details? Catching traitors and spies and cultists is no walk in the park. It's a delicate job. You can't always do it within the letter of the law. What if we surprise some suspicious blighter with an official search? Everyone will know about it before long, starting with their cronies. Then again, sneaking into people's houses at night ain't exactly legal. Crusaders can't be doing stuff like that, can they? Well, I'm not exactly a knight. Alright. Hi, Wendwag. Stop groveling. I'm not groveling, I'm showing respect for your power. This is exactly how the weak should behave in the presence of the strong. Of course, mistress, but now I only serve you. Has someone said something about me? I was only serving the demons because they promised me power, and only for as long as they had something to offer me. But Scylla can't offer me anything now she's dead, and I was never going to risk my life for her. You're a true leader, one worth following. I brought my kin to their lair so they could join the demon army and accept the power given to them. I made my tribe stronger. Later, once we no longer needed the demons, my powerful kin would have fought for me. I know that Syl would have called me a traitor, but for one reason only. He grew old and cowardly. I accepted the same fate as my fellow tribesmen. I ate the flesh too, and for many gongs I thrashed with fever, growling like an animal, lunging at anyone and everyone, my body burning from the inside. But I handled it, because I'm different. Not a single day have I regretted the power I gained, and that's why I'm not ashamed of sharing the power with my tribe. How could I trust you? Why would I betray you, mistress? You are the strongest. It would be stupid to defect to your enemies and die along with them. No, I'm not that dumb. Okay. Hey, about that army. And I will give you one, mistress. But first we have to rebuff the attack on the city. Sol has spent his entire life preparing for the underground crusaders' return to the surface, and he's not going to take any risks. He will offer the tribes to hide in the caves like rats, and he will decide whether they are strong enough to fight side by side with us. Maybe he will decide that it's better to sit this one out and wait for another chance to come along. We have to fend off the demons, win a glorious victory, and show Sol that ours is not a lost cause. Then he will give us his warriors, and then it will be my job to turn them into real soldiers. Okay, that's it. Daisy's home. tieflings. Okay, I'll take him. Adventure Captain of the Pathfinder Society. Hello. Oh. What am I doing? Who should I train? Should I retrain someone?
Are you gonna level them up yourself, or are you just gonna auto-level them again?
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
Also, he says that he will only do it for free the first couple times, but I think he's lying, because I've retrained characters like 10 or 12 times, and he never asks for money.
Oh. Oh, she's baby. Okay.
All according to plan.
Let's try to pawn off the stuff I found. Lower religion check passed. Oh. Hello. Take all these. Also, you can have, like... Give me all your money. Any news in the city? Yeah, it's under attack by fucking demons. Pataxian wine cellar. He's a vampire. No, he's not a vampire. Okay. Thanks for talking. Alright, well, we made it here. put some shit in the personal chest. What the hell is this? It's a named glaive. Hi, Samson. Falcata. Let's level up. Do I not get a... Oh, I get key. Fast movement and key strike. Now my fists are magic weapons. Alright, let's put points into...
You do know you can put more than one point into a skill, right?
Yeah, but I won't... I got a pretty good bonus in all these things.
It's Pathfinder. The skill challenges start to get up into the 30s and 40s.
I'll get there, it's fucking level 3.
They start to get up into the 30s and 40s at like level 10.
Oh no, it's the whole...
Hold on, you know what you need? You in your search bar, do crane, and then hit enter. Alright, so you're not ready for the next crane. Oh, hold on. You have crane style. For crane wing, you need dodge at level 5. For riposte,
I need dodge.
okay, so get dodge.
Classic.
Okay. And that's it.
If you open your inventory, you can level up all your characters before you leave.
Probably. Possibly?
Ooh, rapid shot.
Well, there you go. Yeah, no problem. I was gonna say the wind of flowers.
Alright. That's a short one. We gotta go to the grocery store, so... Bye.